Hello, Life Songs. This is Daniel.
Daniel, this is Jared Anderson.
Hey, Jared. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for calling and taking some time to talk with us today. I wanted to start just by kind of asking you to give our listeners maybe some background on yourself and maybe how long you've been leading worship, how long you've been in the music business.
Yeah. Man, grew up at my church, New Life Church in Colorado Springs. Started going there when I was 9. And came up playing through the youth band and singing a little backups, and went off to Oral Roberts University and studied music there, and swore I'd never go back to Colorado Springs, actually, till my worship pastor, Ross Parsley, invited me back, and I was pretty resistant at first. I was like, wow, well, it's just a year is what he invited me back to do, kind of a year internship. So came back, and it's about that time, shortly after that time, the Desperation Conference started, and kind of found myself just leading worship for a lot of prayer meetings.
Yeah.
And out of those prayer times just became these songs. And pretty soon, you know, people were saying, man, they're singing your song here and there and there and there, and just been plugged in, and you know, Integrity has been working with Desperation for quite a while, and man, as I've been faithful there, the Lord has opened some amazing doors. So yeah, it's brought me to this place.
Awesome. So do you consider Colorado your home base still, or is that where you live? Or
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. My wife and I have been married for 8 years. We have 4 children, and yeah, we're locked in there for the long haul.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, as a worship leader, I know that's much more than being just a musician. What do you see as the difference between leading people in worship and giving a concert, or like what's your favorite thing about leading worship instead of just being on stage doing a concert?
Well, it took me. The thing is, I love concerts. Like I was writing this kind of quirky coffee house kind of music before. Honestly, I really ran from the worship thing.
Yeah.
Because quite honestly, worship is not about music.
Right.
Worship is about a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And what I realized is every lifestyle, a genre of music exists because a lifestyle exists. And so, I don't. I love performing, but it took me. It was. The first 3 years I was at my church, I was like, God, I'm not in the right place. I'm just not in the right place. This is not it. I'm supposed to be doing music, not helping people, not leading sing-along songs.
Right.
That's not for me.
Yeah.
And God just revealed to me, it's a slow process, but that it's about people. And that's, I say, worship leaders, we are in the foot washing business. So it is not about music, it's about the Spirit of God and bathing people in the water of the Word, you know. And that's what the songs are, prayers, so we're reciting the Word of God back to Him, and in that it gets inside of us, and pretty soon we're not just reciting it or singing it, we're living it.
Right. Yeah.
That kind of transformation is what it's all about. So that's the joy, is to see the Word come alive, not only in song but in life.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I noticed on your website you're on your fall tour right now, and you said you're in Mobile, but you also got some dates here in Louisiana and in Mississippi too. What excites you the most about your fall tour?
Man, just connecting with people that are on fire for God. I mean, I think I get more out of it than other people do.
Yeah.
You go and you're just encouraged to see people, chasing after God. And I think all of us are looking for a new way to be radical, a way to be, there's enough people on board, let's be overboard.
Yeah, right.
And want to live passionate lives for Christ. And that's what keeps me going. And I feel called to do it and graced to do it. Not just me, but my family as well. And so I feel like a farmer that's found his field when to go out and minister and encourage people. So it's a joy.
Yeah, cool. Well, you're going to be real close to us. You're going to be up on the Northshore in Mandeville on Saturday for the Converge event. Can you tell us, if some of our listeners were to come out for that, what can they expect, or what can they see happen on that night?
Well, we're going to have a time of worship, and interwoven throughout the night, we're going to have people from the community come up and pray. We're praying specific scriptures and prayers over schools and students, over families,
mm-hmm.
and over churches and over the community. And that's been my favorite part of the night. It's different in every place.
Right.
And we have a student get up and pray Luke 2:52 over students in schools, and we have a grandfather get up and pray Deuteronomy 6, the beginning of that chapter, over families. That's just been so, like, you can't plan that,
yeah.
And so sweet. And so that's what people can expect. We're call this tour Hear Us from Heaven, a
mm-hmm.
campaign of prayer and worship. And I started out, and still do, we host nights of prayer and worship at our house once a month, my family and I. And that's just what we love to do. So this is kind of an extension of that.
Yeah.
So that's what people can expect. Come hungry.
Well, the Converge event, for those of you who would like to come out, will be this Saturday, September 17th, from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Mandeville Trailhead, and tickets are $5 in advance or $10 at the door, and the proceeds, to my understanding, go to benefit FCA on the Northshore. Jared, thanks so much for talking with us today, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Pleasure. Thanks for
having me.
All
right, thanks, ma'am.
All right.
Bye-bye.